Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are picking right up part 2 of my entire horror collection. So let's roll that intro and get right back in.
Josh and Caleb.
Alright, I guess we'll keep going here. Hansel and Gretel, there's too many of those. Kiss of the Damned, that's a decent one. The Call, don't really enjoy that one. I need to go through my collection before I go to McKay's again and just see if there's any that I don't like and trade them in. Scar 3D, I have a 3D Blu-ray player over there, also region free. Killer Movie, Chrome Skull, which is Laid to Rest 2, Zombie Night, The Thaw, which is a ghost house movie, Fright Night Part 2, that's a good sequel. The remake, Fright Night 2, don't really remember that one. Wizard of Gore, Gore Girls, Black Christmas, the second remake. This one was decent. I think I enjoy the other remake a little more. Sundown, The Vampire Retreat, The Craft Legacy, did not enjoy that one at all. Not as fun as the first one. Spiders Trilogy, those are okay. And Don't Knock Twice, don't really remember that one. Movie I absolutely love, the Banana Splits movie. Needs to be a sequel. If there's not, that will be a missed opportunity because they set up for a sequel. It's funny, I used to watch the Banana Splits as a kid. The theme song was really annoying to me. And then when I heard they were doing a horror movie, I'm like, how's that gonna work? And man, did they pull it off. I love that movie. Also love Ready or Not. These guys did the new Scream movie, so shout out to them. I enjoy the new Scream movie. Willy's Wonderland, great movie. Nick Cage has does he even talk? I think he says 2 words the whole movie. But great film, love it. Could be what Five Nights at Freddy's will be. Not sure, but this one was fun. The Silent House remake. If you didn't know, this and the original, well, this one was not, but the original, it's not one take, but it feels like one take. Same with this movie, really long, 20-minute takes or something. Look it up, definitely. I saw a YouTube video on it, but longest take, the original, they claim to have done it all in one take, but I don't know how accurate that is. Kind of like Rope. Rope did 6 takes for the whole movie, but anyway, look that up if you're interested. But Elizabeth Olsen is great in the remake. I know it wasn't one take. The Vinegar Syndrome release of Jack Frost. Got that at MegaCon. Crawl Space, I enjoy that one. Jeepers Creepers 3, I don't know. It's kind of decent, but kind of not as good as the original, the first two. First one's really creepy. Love that one. Second one, they go a different direction, but for me it kind of works. The whole school bus and all the high schoolers. I think that's fun. Octopus 1 and 2. Final Destination Collection. The Wrong Turn Remake, which I did not enjoy. It has its moments. It could have been cool, but the first Wrong Turn is great. The sequels are kind of hit or miss. Some are pretty decent. Some are really bad. Just depends. I think 2's pretty decent. Don't really remember the rest. Critters Attack. Probably my favorite Critters movie. And then the Critters Collection. Alright. Moving right along. Some more Guillermo with The Shape of Water. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I enjoyed that one. I wish, though, with the Jangly Man, that they had just used the guy in the suit mainly. They CG'd over most of his work. They used practical for most of it, but then in post they did CG over some of it. But anyway, I remember hearing about that on the behind the scenes. Then Mosquito Man. I shouldn't love this movie so much because it's really cheesy, but it is fun, and they use practical effects. I remember renting it. I forget how old I was, but probably shouldn't have been watching. Gory, funny. Gunnar Hansen has a chainsaw and he's killing mosquitoes with it. It is a great movie. This also comes with documentary. See if it'll focus. A great documentary. Bugging Out, the Making of Mosquito. That's a good documentary. Worth the price that you pay for it, just for the documentary. David Cronenberg, Shivers, Valentine, one of my favorite holiday horror movies. Peter Jackson, The Frighteners, Glass. I feel like it didn't really live up to the hype, but decent movie. Split, great movie. Put M. Night back on the map. The Visit, that's a creepy movie. Society, masterclass of practical effects right here. This is a steelbook Arrow release. Enjoy that one. Alice, Sweet Alice, great slasher. Frankenhooker, that's a fun one. Love when the heads blow up and stuff. The practical effects on there are great. This also has a great, makeup effects of the movie. Check that out. 13 Ghosts, House of Wax. That's a cool double feature. In Search of Darkness Part 2 and the first one, the Elvira release. Crystal Lake Memories, The Complete History of Friday the 13th. Just Desserts, The Making of Creep Show. Lost Soul, that's a cool documentary about the original director Richard Stanley. Island of Dr. Moreau, that's a good documentary. The Hunt, I really enjoy that movie. It's a lot of fun. And Joyride, classic. Remember renting that when it came out back in the day. Watched it with all my cousins. Great movie. Really scared me. I was scared of truck drivers after seeing that. The Purge Season 2. Not as good as the first season, in my opinion. Season 1, that's a good one. The Purge, Forever Purge, might be the weakest one, in my opinion. I don't know, there's some fun parts in it. Same with the first Purge. Election Year, probably my favorite. Anarchy, also a good sequel. And the first one, which is near the bottom for me overall. From Dusk Till Dawn collection comes with the documentary Full Tilt Boogie. First one's great, 2 and 3 not so much. Documentary's great. Case 39 just upgraded that recently to Blu-ray. 47 meters down, 47 meters down, Uncaged. Don't Breathe 2. Love that sequel. Don't Breathe. Hellfest. Bloodfest. That's a fun one. The original Stage Fright. Well, not the original, because Alfred Hitchcock did a movie called Stage Fright. But the 80s version of Stage Fright. Then you have Babysitter. Autopsy of Jane Doe. The Ruins. Countdown. That's an interesting one. Moritor. I don't know how. Moritoris. Legions of the Dead. I don't know why that's so hard to say. One Missed Call. It Comes at Night. Vampire Academy. The Apparition. Truth About Emmanuel. Trick. Nurse 3D. That was a cool find when I found it. I enjoy Nurse 3D. Midnight Movie. Harpoon. In Fear. Jennifer's Body. Underrated in my opinion. And Grindhouse, which was a double feature with Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Fantasy Island, not a great film. Unsane, shot entirely on the iPhone. I enjoy that one a lot. Deliver Us from Evil, which was directed by the guy who directed Doctor Strange, Scott Derrickson. That's a fun movie. Lights Out, I enjoy that one. Also enjoy A Cure for Wellness, directed by Gore Verbinski. Underwater, that's a fun one. Kind of like Cloverfield, underwater. Frenzy, that's a fun one. Kind of no studio release, but really fun one in my opinion. I got it for $1 at Dollar Tree. Really cool pickup. Might be my favorite Dollar Tree pickup. Or was it Walmart? I forget now. Anyway, it was cheap. The Meg. Happy Death Day. Love that movie. Happy Death Day to You. Do not love that movie. Oh man. They went from horror to time travel. Anyway, American Werewolf in London. Daybreakers, great vampire movie. Super Hybrid, Hobo with a Shotgun, The Vivage, or The Witch. Get Out, enjoy that one a lot. Us, very strange, has its moments. Love Your Next, great movie. Quiet Place Part 2, saw that in theaters, and the first one, both great films. Bird Box, Crawl, I Am Legend, enjoy that one even though the ending is stupid and the creatures are CG. Crawl's really fun as well. Thoroughbreds, The Possession, don't really remember that one. And Antebellum. Alright, that is going to do it for that shelf. And we move right along to this one. Alright, we pick up here with Odd Thomas, Blue-Eyed Butcher. I enjoyed that one. Boys Against Boys, that's a fun one. Forget Me Not, I enjoyed that one. Shut In, I don't really remember a lot about that one. Train, that one's good from what I remember. Need to revisit some of these. Something Wicked, Brittany Murphy. Night of the Living Dead, I enjoyed that one. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, that's an interesting movie. But I actually really enjoyed that one. Lily James, who was later Cinderella. Dream House, Darkness Falls, about the Tooth Fairy. Frozen, not the Disney version. This is the horror movie on a ski resort. The Skeleton Key, The Eye, Horseman, Dennis Quaid, Hide and Seek, Telltale, 23 Minutes to Sunrise, All Cheerleaders Die, that's a fun one. The Digging Up the Morrow, that's a good one. Maggie with Arnold. The Quiet Ones, don't really remember that one. The Shaft. Brawl in Cell Block 99, Vince Vaughn. All Hallows Eve, that's a good one. I need to watch The Terrifier. I don't have that yet. Keep Watching, that's an interesting one. About kids and parents. Clown, Caleb doesn't like that movie. I enjoy it. Dead in the Water, Curve, Mockingbird, or is it this one about the kids and parents? I forget, one of those two. Detention, Snatchers, Anna and the Apocalypse, Camp Cold Brook. Posted I was watching this on Instagram, and the director liked that comment, and I actually talked to him for a little bit, back and forth messages. So that was cool. Joe Dante produced it. Chad McElmurray and Danielle Harris, who I've met. She's awesome. But yeah, that was a cool experience, so shout out to the director, Andy Palmer. Awesome chatting with you, Andy. I'm sure you watch all my videos now. Probably not. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That's a good horror comedy. Shrooms, that's an interesting one. The Bloodlands, don't really remember that. Have a lot to revisit here. Splinter, that's a good one. Shuttle, that's a good one. Saturday Morning Mystery, kind of like if Scooby and the gang were in a horror movie. Smiley, Slaughterhouse Rules, Dylan Dog, Hideaway, Jack Brooks, Monster Slayer, Buried, I enjoy that one, Wrecked, Perfume, and The Bone Snatchers. That's a steelbook. Alright. Then Ma, that's a good one. Drag Me to Hell. Dog Soldiers. Took me a while to get into that movie, but I enjoy it. Death House, like the Expendables of horror. All the famous killers in there. The Final Girls, Shark Night. That's a good one. I enjoy that one. Left in Darkness. I don't remember that at all. High Tension. One of the goriest movies you would ever see. A foreign masterpiece, in my opinion. I really enjoy this one. Practical Effects. I believe they still have the record for most blood used in a horror movie. I could be wrong about that, but I think it still holds up. Rabid, a great remake by the Soska sisters. David Cromer did the original. Revenge, a great movie about revenge. Pretty simple, but good movie. Raw, that's an interesting movie about cannibalism. Basically, It Follows, I enjoy that one. Thailand, that's a weird and unique movie, but fun. It has been a while since I've seen it. Voices, Ryan Reynolds is great in that. Behind the Mask, Would You Rather, Freaks of Nature, Redder, I enjoy that one. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, Mandy, Nick Cage, Dead Silence. People consider James Wan a master of horror, but a lot of people forget this one about ventriloquism and dolls are scary. So that's a great movie. The Faculty, Robert Rodriguez at his best, and Parasite, which is a great movie, won Best Picture. Took me a while to get into it. I just recently watched it, but I really enjoyed that. And I don't really enjoy most Best Picture winners. Something to be said about that. Moving on, The Raven, that's a rental exclusive. It Stains the Sands Red, a great zombie movie. If you haven't seen that one, find it. That's a good one. The Crazies Remake. Some of this was actually shot right here in Macon at the car wash. Slither, love that one, James Gunn. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. This is a funny movie. I enjoy that one. Practical Magic. Fear, A Christmas Horror Story. I love that movie. The Hole, The Gift, great movie. The Neon Demon, I enjoy that one. Shutter Island, Martin Scorsese. I can talk. Martin Scorsese. A lot of people don't enjoy this one, but I think it's great. Black Limousine, starring David Arquette. The Others, Nicole Kidman, that's the collector's edition. The Midnight Meat Train, Clive Barker. Red State. A lot of people are going to think this is weird, but this is my favorite Kevin Smith movie. Red State is brilliant. All three of his horror movies I love. I really do. A lot of people will say, well, Clerks is better, or, Dogma, or something like that, but to me, Red State, Tusk, and Yoga Hosers are all great. Fight me on that. But, yeah, usually I find his films to be a little boring, but Red State, I love. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get comments on that one. Green Room is great. Mayhem, I enjoy that one. From the Dark, that looks like The Descent, kind of. I need to rewatch that. The Cave, I really enjoy that one. The House at the End of the Street, Jennifer Lawrence. Night Train. Pet, which is a foreign release, I believe, yeah. Region 2, starring one of the Hobbits from Lord of the Rings. Dominic Monaghan. Pet, A Love Story. Dark Country, I enjoy that one. The Pyramid, I don't really remember that one. I think it's like As Above, So Below, but like Egypt, kind of. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Bubba Hotep, that's a fun one. Then we have The Shallows, Identity, great movie. Wish Upon, I enjoy that one. Didn't think I would, but I do enjoy that. Blindsided, probably a lot of these you're going to say, well, that's thriller, or that's drama, or whatever, but anyway, this could be put in thriller. But anyway, we're going to continue. 200 Degrees, I See You, a great murder mystery with Stallone. Phantoms, that could be sci-fi. If I had more room, I would definitely split up. Freaky, a lot of people didn't like this one, but I did. Felt kind of like Happy Death Day in a way, but like, Freaky Friday, kind of. Darkness, Krampus, that's a good one. Trick or Treat, same director did these two. Classic. The Box, which is based on a Twilight Zone episode. Parasite, that's a good one. My Name is Bruce. What Lies Beneath, this is a Japanese Region 2 release, but, when you can upgrade, why not? Road War Z, that's a fun zombie movie. American Mary, directed by the Soska sisters. If you have not seen this movie, go watch it. It's great. Love their style of directing. The Dark Below, Triangle, The Pack, that's a fun one. Maniac Remake with Elijah Wood. Better Watch Out, interesting Christmas horror, and The Last Circus. Alright, we've covered that one. Moving on to here, We'll start with these piles. Ouija 1 and 2. Mirrors 2. The first Mirrors is decent. Second one, not so much. The Rest Stop Collection. Dead Snow. Dead Snow 2. Lake Placid 1 and 2. First one, I really enjoy. Watched it a bunch when I was younger. 2, not great. 3, also not good. And then this one. The rest relied way too much on CGI. Bad CGI, I should say. Oh, I forgot Robert Englund's in this one. Makes it somewhat interesting. Anyway, Vara, the Movie Macabre, the Coffin Collection, not coffee, sorry. Long video. Losing my mind, but that is a cool set. Scream Queens Season 2, Scare Campaign, Ash vs. Evil Dead, the complete collection. Enjoy that show. First time I watched it, not so much, but then when I marathoned the whole series, I grew to love it. Then Masters of Horror Season 2. Where's Season 1? Season 1 is right here. They released Season 1, and I'm like, oh, they'll eventually release Season 2 like this. But they didn't. It's only available through that big, like the Skull collection. They both seasons got it, but anyway, it's very expensive, so that's Season 1, and these are Season 2. Had to get them individually, most of which I already had, because this came out a lot longer, way later than the individual releases. Anyway, I took a long time to explain that. Black Cat, the Washingtonians. I enjoy that one. One of my favorites. Valerie on the Stairs, Clive Barker. Do I remember what this is about? Oh yeah, about a creature in the attic, yeah. That's a good one. Right to Die. Screwfly Solution, directed by Joe Dante, so that makes it awesome already. The Damned Thing, Pelts, starring Meatloaf, and Dario Argento, directed. Family, I enjoy this one, directed by John Landis. We All Scream for Ice Cream, directed by Tom Holland, the director of Child's Play and Fright Night, who I actually have met before. Awesome guy. The V Word, some of these I don't even remember. Sounds Like, Dream Cruise, and Pro-Life, which was directed by John Carpenter. This has some great special effects for its time. I love this one. If you have not seen it, check it out. It's worth a watch. Alright, now we're going to get to this top row. Starting with Campbell Holocaust. Not my favorite. They actually killed a bunch of animals shooting this movie. Definitely very extreme. For example, Green Inferno, which Eli Roth said was his version of this movie, but I enjoy that one a lot more than this one. But, you know, it is what it is. Audition, I can't really watch that a whole lot either. Man, she really messes that guy up. Break, Altitude, some of these I don't remember. Tone Deaf, Repo the Genetic Opera. If you hate Paris Hilton and you want to see her go out in a creative way, watch this movie. The Dead Don't Die, that was just okay for me. Not a big fan of that one. Neighbor, Dead and Breakfast, Friend Request, Unfriended, which I actually did enjoy. Darling, Midsommar, which is a very interesting movie. Both of these are Hereditary and Midsommar. I enjoy this one a little more than Hereditary, but anyway. Polaroid, I enjoy that one from what I remember. Prey, Coffin, those movies, they're all just okay. Psycho Goreman, which is a very interesting movie. Watch the kill count on that one. Human Centipede, that's just okay. Winchester, Below Zero, Hostel, I enjoyed the first one. 2's on par. I don't know if I enjoy it more than the first one or not. 3, I don't really, it wasn't as good to me. Blood Dolls, Netherworld, Slashers 101, The Reef, Catacombs, Bitter Feast, I'm just trying to get through these. Warm Bodies, House of the Devil, Storm Warning, from the director of Urban Legend. Die, that's a good one. The Odds, also pretty good. Past the Door of Darkness, The Riddle Room, Forest, Mom and Dad. Nick Cage is great in there. Selma Blair's good as well. Thirst, How to Make a Monster, The Show, Hansel and Gretel, more Hansel and Gretel. This might be my favorite incarnation of Hansel and Gretel. The Fright Pack, Clown at Midnight is the whole reason I bought this pack. Love that movie. If you don't buy it this way, it's going to set you back a pretty penny. I didn't put that in my most expensive movies. Anyway, goes for a little bit by itself. Carnosaur 3, I enjoy the Carnosaur movies. Then we have 3 versions of Truth or Dare, one of which is called Truth or Die. This is my favorite version. That's the best one, in my opinion. Alright, now we are going to look behind there and see what we got. These aren't my favorites, so I'm just going to kind of go down, and you can pause it if you want, and then come back. Look it up if you want to. I'll put in a few. Russian Bride, I enjoy. The Crooked Man, I enjoy. Crash and Burn's fun. Premonition's good, actually, and Resident. Swimming Pool's a good thriller. Claw's like a raptor movie. Yeah. Oh, that one's pretty good. Alright, now we'll get to the front row. Alright, front row. Walking Dead, first season, one of the best seasons in TV history. Really great. Took me a few years to get into it. We were actually painting for this old couple, and they recommended the show. An old couple got me into The Walking Dead, yep. But, we don't have cable, but I didn't grab it on DVD, but once they did that, marathon the first couple seasons, there's season 2, season 3, 4, maybe my favorite after the first season, 5, 6, then you got Negan. To me, that's when it went downhill, but that's my opinion. 8, 9, and most recent 10. I mean, it is what it is. It's going downhill. Outside of, Daryl and Judith and Princess, those are all great characters, but the show overall is losing its luster. Now, Fear the Walking Dead took me a few seasons to get into it because I didn't like the original main characters. Once Morgan came and a few other characters, the show really picked up, in my opinion. It has gotten really good like the last 3 seasons. And I enjoyed The Road Beyond. Really loved all these characters. But sadly, we're only getting one more season of this. I mean, Fear the Walking Dead, we had 3 mediocre seasons before we got to some good ones, but I think this is just setting up for a movie. So, anyway, Tales from the Crypt here. Love this show. Watched it as a kid, and it freaked me out. I probably shouldn't have been able to watch it, but great memories of this show. Went on for 7 seasons, and you had the movies. They're okay. Nothing too special. I don't know if I like, probably Demon Knights the best. Where am I? Slasher Season 1, that's a good series. What We Do in the Shadows, that's signed by, what's the guy's name? Harvey Gillen, who's Guillermo in the show. Love this series, though. That's season 2. There's the first season in the movie, directed by Taika Waititi. Ray Bradbury Theater, that's a good show. Hemlock Grove, Eli Roth, that's a good show. Haunting of Hill House, I love that show. And The Haunting of Bly Manor, same creator, both are really good. These are on Netflix, so if you don't get them on physical media, check them out on Netflix. They are great. I love both of those. Then you have the 4 volumes of Urban Legends. This show scares me. It's weird. I don't get scared by most horror, but when it comes to serial killer documentaries or something like that, this or unsolved mysteries, things that could really happen, that freaks me out. Feared Self, which was kind of the continuation of Masters of Horror, it only got 1 season. I really enjoyed this show, but nobody else did, so just got 1 season. Scream Queens, again, underrated show. Only lasted 2 seasons. Should have been a lot more. It was great, but nobody supported it. Then Cursed Films. I love this show. like a docu-series. Same with History of Horror, Eli Roth again, those 2 seasons. Alright, now we are moving to our final shelf. Alright, the final shelf of DVDs. I'm going to show some VHS and some more DVDs in the Touchstone and Hollywood Pictures, but let's get started on the last shelf here. Captivity, I enjoy that one. The Task, probably the best After Dark's original. It's very close. The Task and Dark Ride are both really good After Dark specials, but the Task probably wins out for me. Both are great though. If you only want to watch 1 or 2 of this whole line, definitely watch these 2. Then P2, that's a good one about a girl stuck in a parking lot. Cry Wolf, nobody talks about this slasher. It is so good. We rented it from Video Warehouse just kind of on a whim. I'm like, that looks interesting, let's check it out. And it became one of my favorite horror movies. I really love this movie. No one talks about it. Directed by Jeff Wadlow. Why does that name sound familiar? Comment down below what he's done. He did something recently. But this got this at Paradise Video after it was released. So yeah, that is a great slasher. Put that on your watch list if you have not seen it. And Child Eater, signed by the producer Perry Nemiroff, who a lot of you may see at theaters. She's a movie critic, and I've seen her a bunch of times. Well, I've met her once, but every time I go to the theater, she does a little promotion before, like for Scream. She talked about her top picks, Perry's picks. Anyway, I've spent way too long on that. But Child Eater, check it out if you have not. Hashtag horror, that's an interesting one. The Last Winter. ATM, that's a good one. And Submerge, also pretty good. All the Creatures Were Stirring, I love that one. The Hollow, also really good. And then I'll just kind of scan here. These ones are not exactly my favorites when it comes to horror. Rubber, this I will mention. It's lenticular. That's very cool. Runs over the bird. See that? I could just do this all day. Right, starts there. Boom. Anyway, about a killer tire. Whoever thought of that premise is crazy, but also I could not stop watching it. So, kudos. That's a cool film. The Babadook, that's a good one. And The Midnight Man, from what I remember, I enjoyed that. And then all the After Dark films, 8 films to die for, have pretty close to the whole collection. I'm missing a few, like here's one, Here's 2. Then you have 3. And Summon 4. And then the originals. I couldn't... A lot of these I do not remember. It's been years since I've watched any of these. And then you have Ghost House Underground. Those are just okay. Nothing too special with any of those. Alright, now we're going to scan behind here really quick. Again, nothing too special with these. These are not my favorite. Snakes on a Plane is fun. It Waits. Once Bitten and Vampire's Kiss. Those are good movies. I don't remember a lot of these. Scare Package is good from what I remember. And Devil Has Its Moments. Need to go through these and, if I'm going to watch it again, yeah, I'll keep it, but some of these, I don't know. I've not watched them in years. Alright, on to Touchstone and Hollywood Pictures horror. Alright, we are over at Touchstone Hollywood Pictures. I went through and grabbed the horror. The Sixth Sense, Stay Alive. That's a good movie. About a video game. That's great. If you haven't seen it, check that out. American Werewolf in Paris. Sequel to American Werewolf in London. Not great. The Invisible, Primeval, Arachnophobia. I'll enjoy that one. Watched it a bunch as a kid. The Village, very underrated in my opinion. Might be my favorite M. Night movie. Not sure. Up there with Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, but really enjoy this one. A lot of people don't. I mean, that's fair. Everybody has their own opinion. Johnny Depp was almost in this movie. It's actually talked about in this documentary, Buried Secrets of M. Night Shyamalan, which was like a fake documentary where they said he had supernatural powers and he could talk to the dead and stuff. Very weird way to promote The Village, but anyway, The Dark Water, Cold Creek Manor, the Fright Night remake, which I enjoy, and Signs. There's M. Night again. Alright, now we are going to take a look at those VHS up there. Then we'll be done. Alright, we'll focus mainly like right here, because that's sci-fi and then just random ones mixed in. But you have The Dentist, signed by Corbin Burnson. That Caleb met him and got him to sign that for me. The Dentist 2, these two movies freaked me out. Was scared of the dentist after that. Stepfather 2, enjoy all three. Stepfather, and the remake's okay. Deadly Invasion, a movie about killer bees, which I watched years ago on TNT as a kid, and took me a while to find a copy, but finally did. I don't think it's been released to DVD though, sadly. Dark Asylum, that is a great movie. Really enjoy that one. I just grabbed it, on a whim, kind of a blind buy, but really enjoyed it. Lionsgate. So check that out if you have not seen it. Then you have Kronos, Guillermo del Toro vampire movie. That's a classic. Then you have the original Hitcher. I enjoy that one. Then you have Stepfather 3, which they replaced the actor. They did it with plastic surgery, facial reconstruction. That's how they got away with it. But I actually really enjoy 3. I've watched that more than the other 2 somehow. Then the original Stepfather, starring Terry O'Quinn, who would go on to star in Lost, become a household name with that. Dr. Giggles, that's a fun one. Moved them down here because I can't keep doing one at a time. But Carnosaur 2, Carnosaur, Tales from the Crypt, the original movie, Raptor, which is kind of like Carnosaur, that's a good one, Man's Best Friend, Breeders, Tales from the Hood, Monkey Shines, I enjoy that one, Highwayman, Stigmata, Twice Dead. Wish I could get bear artwork for this one. Sadly, it was like a video rental, and they cut the artwork to put in a plastic case. So, I mean, you get what you get. Killer Workout, that's a fun one. And Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. Sadly, I don't have artwork for. Only found the loose VHS. Alright, on to that stack. Alright, next we have Lord of Illusion, Cloud Barker, Leviathan, The Relic, that's a good one. Night Watch, turn around, Ewan McGregor, Willard, that's a cool rap horror movie. Eyes of the Beholder, don't really remember that one. My Best Friend is a Vampire. Piranha 2, directed by James Cameron. Most people do not know that. He got started out working on B movies. It's a fun one though. Fangoria presents Lady of the Lake. I enjoy that. Hardware. Watchers 3. Haven't seen Watchers 1 or 2. And In Dreams, Robert Downey Jr. Alright, we will end with the last stack. Alright, you got Stepdaughter. Not as good as Stepfather. Arachnia. Don't remember that one. Disturbing Behavior. Boa, starring Dean Cain. Fade to Black, that's a classic. Poison. Cat People. Practical effects, I enjoy that one. The Unnameable. Tale of a Vampire. The Forgotten. Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which somebody colored in. Tried to color a sweater, and that's weird, but that's how I found it. So need to upgrade that. Kevin Williamson wrote it. Oh, he directed it too. I forgot about that. Did not know he directed that. Learn something new every day. And then Terror Train, which The artwork is what it is. It's a movie rental. Alright, we are done, I believe. So I'll flip around and do the outro. Alright, that's gonna do it. We looked at my entire horror collection. Took me a little bit, over 1,000 titles in there in horror. I don't do it by categories in my new app, so I don't really know. I know it's way over 1,000 now, but don't know the exact number. We just did. Wanted to do individual, but as we got to the bottom shelves, I'm like, I'm done. So we just pushed through it. Hope you guys enjoyed. When Cool Duder does these kind of videos, I really enjoy watching. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thought it would be a good idea for a video and for me to remember what I have in the future. If I ever got rid of any horror, could look back, see what I had. Anyway, thought it would be a cool video. Hope you guys did enjoy. We are going to get back to thrifting, I promise, but had a lot of thrifting videos. Wanted to do some library videos, so collections within my collection. Thought that would be cool. So, hope you enjoyed this long video. I know we're over an hour. It'll be fun editing, see how long. But I know we're over an hour, probably. Hope you guys enjoyed it, though. All the new subscribers, welcome. And the ones who have been here from the beginning, you guys rock. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. Hope you guys are finding a lot thrifting. Tell me what you found in the comments. We're going to get back, I promise. We will thrift again. Dollar Tree. Some cool stuff coming up. Alright. That is going to do it. I'm Josh. New videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting, alright, Walt Disney World, I'll see you at the movies. Bye. Did that just make everybody sick? Alright. Horror. We did it. Bye.